Hey guys, welcome to the start of turn one, the counterfactual N44. I'm John, Half-Ass Gaming World Headquarters. So I was talking about making a huge video and splicing it all together, all the movement videos. Well, I'm actually going to do a video with the movement of basically the 21st Panzer Division over here. I'm starting from the right-hand side of the map and moving left. So I'm going to start with 21st Panzer and a few other minor units to move here. And I'm going to do a standalone video because I've already made my first humongous mistake. So in the prior videos, I had talked about how the British paras east of Caen were not placed on the board. That's because I read that there was going to be a British para drop on turn 2. And I thought these guys were going to be delayed until turn 2. Well, after doing a little more, a closer examination, I am gravely in error. The six British paras are indeed dropped where they should have been, where they were originally in the original game. So east of Caen, east of the canal, and I've just put them there because I thought they were delayed until turn 2, but that is incorrect. So they are there, and they're going to play a big part in this first turn. And what you have is the counterfactual had made reference to the first British paratroop division. I don't know what they call themselves, but it turns out that division and an airborne Polish unit are going to drop on turn 2, but they're going to drop southwest of Caen in the area of Villers-Bocage. Okay, so that's part of the counterfactual, and that's my screw up. So I'm glad, because I was wondering, I was like, why would the counterfactual not include the 6th Airborne British paras? Why would it take them off the board, make them come in the sec? Well, it turns out I read that incorrect, and it makes reference on turn 2 for a 2nd British para drop around Villers-Bocage. Okay, so the guys they're placed, they're back on the board where they belong, and subsequent to that, I rolled scatter for them, and they had no scatter issues. So I have, as you can see, I have the beaches, the Commonwealth beaches on there, Gold, Juno, Sword. Do I have them all? Yeah, Gold, Juno, Sword, and that's it. Yeah, the 3 Commonwealth beaches. And so what I'm going to do is I have this thing in landscape mode. I'm going to film everything in landscape. Nothing's going to be filmed in portrait. The problem here, though, is because it's not in portrait, you don't currently see any of the 21st Panzer Division that is south of Caen. However, I've elected to go with this because I'm going to move that division and they will move north into the picture. Okay? So what we have is there's no strategic movement, there's no reinforcements, and the weather is overcast too. Now, both players, the Americans and the American First Army and the Second British Army, both get 1 supply point. The Germans get 2 supply points. What they used for both of those supply points are going towards the 7th Army. Nothing for Cherbourg as of this time. And on the reinforcement track, the Germans get an armored reinforcement, and the Americans and the British both get an infantry reinforcement. Now that's to say they get a reinforcement point on the track. Actual reinforcements there are none on turn 1. Okay, so they can use that point in subsequent turns. All right, so I'm 5 minutes into this. I'm glad I cleared up the British paratroop dilemma that I have. I'm like, why would the counterfactual take the airborne division out? But that's not the case. They are there, and an additional unit will be coming on in turn 2. Okay, that's cleared up. Now we're going to go ahead and move. By the way, this video, I am going to do a video spliced together of all the movement of the Germans on turn 1, but because I had an issue with the paras, I wanted to include that in a small video, which will subsequently be brought into one big video of German turn 1 movement. But I wanted to announce the British para issue and get that out there, and that's been fixed. Okay, having said that, let's start moving German 21st Panzer Division. I'm going to start with the one that's the farthest away. He's in Falaise. He has a movement of 5. By the way, the counterfactual, this is one of the huge things. In the original game, it says 21st Panzer Division initially has a movement of 3, but the counterfactual puts them back to their original movement of 5. So 5 movement points is what they get. Let's do this. Coming up from Falaise, this is the one farthest away. He's going to get into your picture. Half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5. I may have went 1 half too much. Hold on. Half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half... Yeah, I went 1 hex too much. He actually can only go right there, and I'm really anal about having my guys straight. I wish I didn't have that OCD problem. And that's going to do it for that unit as he moves into your picture. Moving another one. So I'm going to move this guy right here. Now these guys off to the right, these 3 units that have their movement in black boxes, they are unable to move until they're activated when starting on next turn when a British unit moves in. It might be 2 hexes away, whatever it is. All I know is they're not active to be moved right now. And these 2 OST units cannot move in turn 1. One here with a black box. This guy with a diamond with a black box. This guy with a diamond with a black box. This guy with a diamond can move on turn 1. And of course all the Germans, they've heard about the landings and they're going to move. This guy will move 1 hex in here, and I guess, I don't know whether they knew there were British paras there or they found out during their movement. They found out that these guys are here. Indeed. Okay, so that's all for that. Now back to the 21st. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do this attack. They're heading up this way. This guy, this recon unit has 6 movement. And here he goes. Half 1, half 2, half 3. He moves right here. That's a recon unit of 21st Panzer. And then you have this guy right here. He's going to go half 1. No, wait a minute. Where was he? Right here. 1830. No, 1732. Half 1. And then he moves right here for 2 to clear terrain, which is 1. Plenty of movement to accomplish that. Okay, solid. And then I'm going to move up here temporarily. This guy right here. See him way up here? He's going to move back across the water into this town, Cruelly, whatever the F that is. He moves right here. I think you give up 1 point moving out of Azak. I don't know. That I might be crossing over other shit from other games here, but he's got plenty of movement to do that. 1 hex tactical move, they call it whatever you want. This guy is going to bring an anti-tank presence into there. He's got 5 movement. Half 1 gets him in there. Okay, and we're going to move this guy right here. He's got 5 movement points. Half 1, half 2.5. Right there. Okay, I'm going to try to stop the Brits, make it difficult for them. All right, now we still have more units to bring up from the south. Um, Damn, can I possibly do something against the beachhead at Sword? Is that even in the realm of possibility? God, I gotta put something there. I've got to put something there. Can he make it? One, two, three. All right, these two units can they're going to head towards the landing at the Sword beachhead. Here we come. I'm going to bring him into your picture. Half one, half two, half three. That's three so far. He's got five. He's got two more movement points. Half four, 4.5 to right here. This armored battalion kicks it right here up against the Sword beachhead. And this guy, I don't know if if it's a martyr that's pictured on the unit. He's moving up. Half one, half two, half three, 3.5 to right there. Okay, so again, they do have help. There's three emplacements, stronghold right there, one right there, and they've got two guys up against the Sword beachhead. I'd like to get something else in there. Problem is, oh yeah, I have to let you know. Part of the counterfactual is the Germans are obligated in Overcast to make if one attack per open beach. Okay, so there's 5 open beaches. They got to make 5 attacks this turn, or they surrender victory points to the Allies. That's problematic. You're looking at possibly 3 attacks here. Definitely, these 2 are going to attack that airborne unit. That's not. Wow. Hold on a second. That is a problem. They don't have to attack, and here's the reason why. That's going to be 1 attack right there. This guy attacking here, I thought I had an extra armored unit to do something. Yeah. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this martyr and have him go to an alternate destination. Let's have him go here. He was at 1630. Let's see if he can do it. Half one, half two, half three. Yeah, it'd take 4 movement points to go right there. All right. He's kind of a weak unit, but he is sandwiched between a strong point and a strong 6-5 unit. They might do something about that. Now the problem is, remember, it's 5 attacks. It doesn't have to be 1 per beachhead. Like you may have 2 attacks on Omaha Beach. You might have 3 on Omaha Beach. You might have 1 against the friggin' the Point du Hoc Rangers. So if that's 1 attack right here, and the other problem that the Germans have right here, they could muster up this 6 and this 3 against this 6 right here. The problem with that is they don't have what is known as inherent. You don't have a headquarters anywhere near there, and artillery runs through headquarters, but they also have this thing where they get what is known as inherent con artillery. The problem with these 2 attacks on the beachhead at Sword and right here against this unit are the inherent artillery attacks out of con are limited to 3 hexes away from the northernmost Con City hex, and both of those units are 4 hexes away. Okay, so that is a massive problem. Any attacks on those 2 units would be without the benefit of artillery from Con. So that's what you're looking at. So, and also there's this little bullshit security unit that's out of your picture, and it will remain out of your picture. I'm going to move them 2 hexes. So on the road, that's 4. 1, half 2. He's still He's still just out of your picture, I think. 3 hexes south of Khan. He's like a 2-2 security BS unit. It's not even worth talking about. So, to summarize at 15 minutes, this is your 21st division and a couple of other units, two or three other units, moving on the Commonwealth forces. These two definitely going to have an attack. I got to go to Staples or whatever and buy a pen I can write on with that's fully erasable, like a red pen. These two are definitely going to attack this guy. This guy attacking the beachhead, not going to happen. These two attacking here may happen because, like I said, I got to do 5 attacks or I'm giving victory points to the Allies. So, like I said, one more time, I was going to do put all the German movement together on one video, which I will subsequently do, but I wanted to get in here and say I screwed up on the paras, and the 6th para that shows up in the original game east of Khan has been placed, and they passed all their scatter rolls. 16 minutes. That's what you have. 21st Panzer, a couple other ancillary units moving on the Commonwealth forces. I'm John. I'm gonna post this. I'm out. Bye bye.